Hey, I've discovered a little problem and wanted to make sure you guys were aware. You guys have been loving the new shirts that are available at eaglerun23.com. And we just came out with a suppressor design. I'll put it up here on the screen so you can see it. It was great, sold a couple of them, and then one person helped me realize that my suppressor baffles were going the wrong direction. So if you ordered your shirt, or if you get your shirt and it's going the wrong way, I think I've contacted everyone, but I just wanted to let you know the suppressor baffles are going the wrong way. We have since fixed it, and any new orders will be the new design with the suppressor baffles going in the wrong way. I just missed it. I signed off on it and I missed it. I'm sorry. We'll make it right with everyone, I promise. But thank you guys for checking out the shirts. The 8.6 blackout ones are really cool, as well as the Form 1 everything with a couple different designs on that. So check those out. All right, let's go to the range and let's talk about the 6 GT. Hey everybody, Eagle Run 23 here. Welcome to a beautiful day in Texas. It is maybe 65, 70 degrees. Nice little breeze. A great day to be at the range. We're at Quail Creek Range today in North Texas, having some fun with the 6 GT. Going to be shooting some Hornady match. This is the 109 grain ELDM bullet. 6 GT has been on the channel before. A really cool looking round. It looks a lot like a 6.5 Grendel, just a little bit bigger as far as the proportions. And this is shooting a 6mm 109 grain ELDM bullet. I'll have the chrono going. I'm expecting 2,800 feet per second, 2,750, something like that. But I'll be sure and fill you in on some exact chrono speeds. So I have our Sunway photo tripod set up over here so we can capture the groups, shooting on a 100-yard range with some 8 to 10 mile an hour wind. Should be no problem getting some good groups. This is my 6 GT long shot precision vertical grip, like that very much. TriggerTech trigger, and this is a chassis from S2 Delta that was custom Cerakoted by Boom Country Hydrographics. Now, I've shown this gun off before a couple of different times, and the views on 6 GT are not very good. So after today's video, not for sure what we're going to do with this. The barreled action maybe will be available. Faxon FX7, love this receiver. The FX7 is nice and smooth. It's got a good price point on it. This one came as a barreled action in 6 GT, and that's a 24 or 26 inch long barrel. I forget. It's too long to remember how long it is. Up top here, D&T the One, 7 to 35. A really great scope that is not crazy expensive, and we've got RPM rings that have a little bubble level in there, and it does really good keeping you nice and level. Down here on the end, MDT for the bipod. It's okay. I like it. I don't love it. It's okay. And then way down there on the tip is a beautiful anechoic titanium polished suppressor. Now, this is a 35 caliber suppressor, but the 6 GT suppresses so well that you could just put a potato down there on the end and it would still sound really good. I love this build, and I have exactly 5 bullets down the tube. 5 shots is all this thing is shot. We're gonna go do a PRS match here, and so I figured I'd go ahead and work on my zero a little bit, but I really just wanted to shoot a stupid accurate gun today, and this is a stupid accurate gun. Those 5 shots that we shot, the very first one, I kind of got lucky with my scope mounting, and I was just barely off. I made 1 correction and shot a 3-shot group. They were all touching, and then the 5th shot, I split a playing card. That video, no one watched it on YouTube. Nobody cares about a stupid accurate gun that's kind of a niche PRS round, but it's really great if you need something like this. I highly recommend it, and we've had a ton of fun building it. I haven't had a ton of fun shooting it because I only shot it 1 time, but we're gonna go PRS it here for the next couple of months. That'll give us a chance to really work on this optic and make sure that everything is as good as I think it is. All right, let's shoot some groups. All right, groups so far are looking really good. What a pleasurable gun to shoot. The recoil is great. You know what I don't have is my chrono set up. Let's set up the chrono and check these next 15 or 20 rounds. All right, you guys watch the target for me, and I'll call out the chrono speeds. $29.30. $29.37. $29.30. That one whole group looks like it went a little bit low. All right, let's go for this top right target over here. You guys see it okay? Right back where it's supposed to go. $29.52. Hey, touching. $29.36. Oh, that one went low. That one went low. Starting to get a little bit of a mirage coming off the suppressor, so we'll let it cool down here for a sec. All right, sorry if you guys were a little bit blurry there. I just adjusted you back to 4K, so let me know if you can see a little bit better on 4K. Chrono results are looking pretty good. I think that's a 12 standard deviation, and we're averaging 29.45. All right, you guys watch the target, and I'll call out the chronos. We're gonna be in that bottom left-hand corner. All right, you guys ready? Yeah, those are going a little bit low. We might need to just make an adjustment on the scope. I don't really have enough shots on here to really confirm a 0. Oh, you like that one? Same hole. $29.53. See if we can get all 3 of these to touch. That would be fun. Oh, we did it. Check that out. $29.77, all 3 touching. Perfect. All right, we have a little bit of time left. Let's shoot 1 or 2 more 3-shot groups, or maybe we should do a 5-shot group. We have enough ammo here. Let's do 2 5-shot groups. What do you think? Let's go middle on the bottom. $29.56. It looks like it definitely starts to go lower as it heats up. All right, check this out. We shot our whole gun off of this stupid MDT bipod. The whole thing just came off. Silly. This thing's so heavy. Oh. The way they made this little knob, there's no way for you to get it tight enough. It just won't stay on. You just have to keep checking it over and over again. It's a really silly design. We need a bigger knob. You guys saw that group, but I didn't even get to see that group. Is that 3 shots? And huh. That might be 3 shots in one hole again. All right, let's keep going. We're going to do a 5-shot group this time. So 2 more on that bottom middle target. That one was 29.34. Nice. You like that one? 29.39. Five shots. Maybe 4. I think it's 5. 5 shots, 1 hole. This is kind of fun, but one of the things that I think is a problem with 6GT is the amount of effort that I put into building this gun and the amount of accuracy that I'm achieving out of it. Barreled action, I threw it in a chassis and I'm shooting factory ammo, and I have 5 shots in 1 hole. It's a cheat code, I'm telling you. If you want to shoot something accurately, 6GT is so easy. It's just so easy. All right, let's do one more 5-shot group. Okay, we're gonna be on that bottom right target. Can you guys see? That bipod has already slipped again. I caught it before it fell off this time. Oh, that was a suppressor's fault. That was definitely the suppressor's fault. That Mirage got me dancing around all over. 29.78. All right, not bad. Snuck it in the middle there. So because those shots drifted to the right, I'm actually aiming on the right side of the center dot. So I've actually changed what I'm aiming at just so that I can shoot a smaller group of it. It's crazy to do that because normally your gun is not accurate enough to actually make a difference, but this thing is. I snuck it right in between those. I'm gonna go ahead and edit and post this video just because I had fun shooting it. I'm sure that it's gonna get next to no views, but we'll just say this one was for me. D&T the 1 scope could be a good choice if you're looking for a lot of zoom and you don't want to spend a lot of money. I really like that, but the RPM rings I think are a hero on this build, keeping everything solid, and man, this Faxon barrel is just 10 out of 10. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. EagleRun23.com if you want to grab some t-shirts. New designs are out, and when these are gone, they're gone. This is wild, guys. Check this out. Okay, 6GT. We have a target downrange at 680 yards. Okay, I can use the RPM rings because they have a built-in bubble level. Really cool to make sure that you're on target. Okay, 680 yards. I'll show you the target here in just a second. I went and looked up the dope card for 6GT, plugged it into my app. 2930 feet per second. 6GT, 109 grain ELDM bullet. The drop at this distance is like 3.5. 3.5 mils of drop for me to hit this target. Now I tried to go prone, but because the way my property is going up and down, I can't see the target when I'm prone, and it just goes, the further back I go, the lower it gets. So if I wanted to go prone, I would have to go to this little crest right in through there, but then it would no longer be 680, and I'm looking for the longest that I can get here on my property. So way over the hill. Let me get the target cam set up so I can show you what we got. think that was an impact. It didn't sound like what I thought it would sound like. Did we hit? Oh, that was a hit. First round impact, that definitely was a hit. I've really had a great time shooting the 6 GT. It's a phenomenal gun, a great caliber, crazy accurate, and it only drops 3 mil at nearly 700 yards. That's crazy. Probably 3.5 mil, 700 yards, something like that. What am I gonna do with this, guys? I have a crazy accurate gun, and I'm gonna go shoot PRS matches with it like twice a year. What am I gonna do with this thing? I might take the barrel off and just use the action for another project. And then we could always come back to 6 GT if we want to, but I don't know. We're gonna go shoot 2 PRS matches and then we'll see what happens. All right, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.